Welcome back to Wall Again, where passion meets music. And if you've been following the channel over the last few weeks, you'll know that I stumbled upon some great vinyl finds. And one of them I have in my hand right here. This one here, The Police, Regatta De Blanc. And this one, I didn't really know what to make of, to be honest. I've always been a fan of The Police, but more of a fan of the best of. I was never really an albums fan, if you get me. And yeah, like, their stuff is brilliant. There's no doubt about it. Great production, great songwriting, great musicianship. But I was wondering, when I got this album, I actually picked it up. It was like 3 for €25, so it ended up like about €8 each, these albums that I got a few weeks back. But this particular one here, I thought the cover was amazing for a start. Okay, so I think it's their second studio album, and they only had 5. So this is the one I think they really kick into gear. The debut album is great, but it's very raw, rough around the edges. You know, it's new wave, it's kind of punk, kind of coming from that scene. But I think this one was where they really knuckled down. The songwriting is a step ahead. And yeah, I think the cover's amazing. Okay, just to say, like, you've got the Police logo nice and popped out at the top there in grey. And then they've got the photo of the band, which kind of goes, you know, starts small and goes bigger. And we've got the 3 band members, of course, Sting in the middle. We've got Stuart Copeland on drums on this side. And then, of course, we've got Andy Summers, guitar player, here. And, of course, Sting was bass and vocals and everything else. But, yeah, it's a great album cover. And then down here in a different font, it's just sort of handwritten Regatta De Blanc. When we turn it around then, we get the 3 band members. I'm assuming it's the same photo or the same pose. But in this one, it's taken from the tops of their heads. Okay, and as you can see, funnily enough, the Police, they all had blonde hair, and that was something that was, you know, always very iconic for the band. Like, anytime they were getting photographs taken, they always had this, like, blonde hair. So, yeah, I think that's great. And, of course, you've got the 3 band members listed out here. Actually, they're in a different layout here. So, Sting is on this side, on the back. Andy Summers is in the middle, and Stuart Copeland is on this side. So, maybe there was a little bit of playing with people there to confuse people. But I think it's a great album cover. It's not a gatefold sleeve, and I've been fine with the vinyl. Anytime you get a gatefold sleeve, it's a great opportunity for the band to really, you know, spread out and give you more pictures of the band or more information about the album. But some albums obviously don't have it, right? And especially if they're single albums like this one. So it's just a cardboard sleeve. So you really only have 2 platforms or 2 canvases to get that message across. And I think the Police do it excellent on this one. The inner sleeve doesn't have any text whatsoever on it, so there's no lyrics, nothing like that. So all you get is 2 sides of this. It's also worth pointing out that this is an original pressing from, I think it's 1979. I stand to be corrected on that one. But you can see here, it's an original pressing. You can check that serial number up, because I have, and you will see that's an original pressing. And then at the bottom here, we've got All Noises by the Police. I love that. Arranged by the Police, produced by the Police and Nigel Gray, and recorded at Surrey Sound Studios, and the engineer was Nigel Gray as well. Just gives you a little bit of credits then on the photography and stuff. But let's jump into the music on this one. So, great album. Starts off with Message in a Bottle, one of the classic Police songs. You know, it's probably up there after Every Breath You Take as one of the most famous Police songs. Of course, it was famously covered by many people throughout you know, later years after it was released. But I think this version is the best version, and it's the one that stands up to scrutiny. It's amazing. It's really, really well produced, really well layered. I think particularly the drums are fantastic on this one. The harmonies and backing vocals, which Sting does, this is something he does. He'll sing the lead vocal, he'll sing the harmonies and the backing vocals, and he'll layer them all together. It's all overdubbed, and it just sounds amazing, amazing. And then you've got Andy Summers with fantastic lead guitar at the end of this track, and I think a lot of people kind of miss out on that. And it was one of the things, actually, funny enough, from that game Guitar Hero that used to be out. I played that a little bit, and all the little guitar solos and guitar licks at the end by Andy Summers were in that game. And I remember playing that song through, and I couldn't believe how great this, you know, guitar solos and guitar licks were. I was blown away, and I had to go back and listen to the record, or listen to, you know, the album on Spotify or my best of on CD, whatever I had at the time. And I was like, yeah, this song actually really rocks. You know, I know it kind of is it's a pop song, but I think it rocks as well. It really does rock hard, especially with the lead guitar in it. Then we get Regatta De Blanc, which is a brilliant song. You know, of course, there's not lyrics in it, you know, but it's just the band jamming, but really, really good, really tight. And then It's All Right For You, which is a good song. Bring On The Night, again, another brilliant song from the Police, you know, up there in their top 20 easily. Very sort of chilled out, jazzy kind of a feel to it, but a great song, a great song. Then Death Wish finishes off side one, which is another great song. We move on to side two, and we get the epic Walking on the Moon. Now, I have to say, like, from a production standpoint, there was nobody doing anything like Walking on the Moon when that song was released. Certainly not anyone I was aware of, or you know, bands from that time looking back. But Walking on the Moon, it's got this amazing feel to it, you know. It's sort of like in a slow kind of there's a slow kind of groove, but then like the stuff that Andy Summers is playing on guitar on this one is absolutely amazing. He's got a pan left and right. He's got that little kind of a ska kind of funk flicker of the guitar. I think using a Fender Stratocaster on this one, and that's on the right speaker. But on the left speaker, he's got these chords that are ringing out, and they're absolutely drenched in chorus. And it sounds amazing. It sounds so spacey. It actually makes you feel like you're walking on the moon when you put that on, you know, and you have two good speakers, pan left and right. You don't have the speakers too close together, or even in headphones. Something to separate those sounds out. But it's a real atmospheric song, and I think it's absolutely amazing. Then we go on to On Any Other Day, which is good. The Bed's Too Big Without You, brilliant. Another great Police song. Contact, Does Everyone Stare, and No Time This Time. So I think it's a really strong album, guys. Highly recommend it. I think it's one of the best Police albums. It's solid. There's not a bad track on it, to be honest. The production is absolutely amazing. The songwriting, the musicianship, the vocals by Sting, absolutely fantastic. And I'm delighted I picked up this version of it. And to be honest, I cleaned this one up, and it was absolutely brilliant. Doesn't skip. There's no issues with it whatsoever. Not muddy. And, you know, if this is an original press, which I believe it is, from 1979, that is, you know, that's saying something, because it's been really kept in good nick. So thank you to the previous owner of this album, and I'm certainly enjoying it at the moment anyway. So there you go, Police, Regatta De Blanc. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're a fan of this album, where do you think it ranks in the Police catalogue? I would love to hear from you. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye for now.